Hey y'all, I'm Lauren from Live Love Lauren and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button below and you'll get to see many more videos about my family and our crazy life in the South. Today I wanted to tell you about some of my favorite products for babies. I am a mom of 3, so I have a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 5-month-old. And it's incredible over the last 4 years how baby products are constantly changing and new things hit the market all the time. In those 4 years, the products I used from my first child, some of them I still use and some I don't. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite products. Some are splurges and some are low-cost things that I use every single day. So come join me and we'll take a look at some products. Up next, I thought it would be helpful to actually show you how I keep my bedroom stocked for after baby's born, because I think that having a well-stocked bedroom where you are, if you keep her in your room, is hugely important for successful night times, successful morning times, and just feeling like you're not running amok all over the place. So I'm going to show you around what I keep in my room. Okay, so this is our bedroom. I have put a lot of thought into how I set the room up. Ignore my messy made wet bed. But what I've done is I sleep on that side of the bed. So everything baby related is over there, so I can easily get up in the middle of the night or morning and do everything I need to do within a small vicinity. So over here, you'll see I like to keep the bassinet right next to the bed, within an arm's distance, so that's key. I also like to have a well-stocked kind of command center. So for the first few months when she's not even going anywhere near her bedroom, I usually have a table or something with items on it that I need quickly. So usually that consists of diapers, wipes, lotions, baby cream, nipple cream, of course bows, because she's got to look cute. I always like to keep a thermometer up here, and I have medicine. I haven't had to use it on her, just ibuprofen for infants, but I just like it on hand because you never know. The other thing I keep is a bulb syringe. When they're infants, you use these a lot for putting it in their mouth and sucking out the excess drainage that they have in their throat from birth. So this is great. I can grab a diaper, a wipe, I can grab whatever I need from right up here. This one, I think I got at Sam's Club. It has these drawers, and I just try to keep it really simple. PJs on top, shirts, and basically I organize it with some clothes for when she's first born. When she's in here for the first few months, I want pretty much everything in here. I don't really use her nursery the first few months. So bassinet, command center, hugely important, water. So if you are breastfeeding, or even if you're not, it's so important to stay hydrated. I usually have cases of water stacked right here, so I never have an excuse to not have water. I just grab one and just constantly try to drink as much as I can. If it's near me and it's easy to access, I'm gonna drink more of it. And then right here next to my chair is an assortment of burp cloths, blankets, any sort of cozy or cuddly. I try to keep that as close to the chair that I nurse in as possible. I just find it nice to have blankets and burp cloths near me. Yeah. So that is pretty much what I like to have in our bedroom. All right, so up next is one product that I have really appreciated over the last 2 pregnancies and last 2 babies. And that is a super, super, super comfortable sitting chair to nurse in. So this one right here, I'll show it to you in a minute. It is not cute. It is not on Target.com. It is not on PotteryBarn.com, but it is so comfortable. I can lay back. I can kick my feet up. I can rest my arms. I can easily nurse. I could fall asleep in here with baby and I'd feel comfortable. I've never done that, but I could and it would be okay. I can rock baby in it. But most importantly, I feel safe in it and it is comfortable. It is all about comfort with an armchair that you're going to be nursing in. So let me show you this beauty. All right, y'all, feast your eyes out on this hunk. Chocolate beauty right there. She is not cute, like I said, but so comfortable. I would just go in a store and sit in the most comfortable chair, and if that's what you feel like you could be up in the middle of the night rocking a baby in for hours, then that's what I would go with. Stay away from items that are just cute. That is something that I would hands down one of the best things we have purchased. I can't forget one of the most important things to have are super, super long phone chargers. So I keep phone chargers next to my bed, downstairs. I think this one's like 10 feet long or something. But I always have my phone charged in case I want to run an app or whatever I need to do. Super long phone chargers, great thing to have. All right, I'm going to tell you about another product, and this is another one that I did not have with my first 2 kids. It didn't come out until after I had my second one, but I'm so glad I got it. So I want to tell you about it because people ask a lot of questions. Let me put a disclaimer out there. The price tag on it is really high. I think it retails for something like $1,400. Don't be scared. They do sales all the time. Maybe not all the time, but they do them frequently enough that you could get one significantly less. And the resale value on these, I already have somebody who wants to buy mine that is going to pay me not much less than what I bought it for. So I don't think everybody needs one. It was a luxury item for me, absolutely. But when you're having your 3rd kid and you have to get up and take care of 2 other little ones under 5 as well, this was a total splurge. My husband and I saved for it for a long time and decided that it was something we wanted to invest in. So what it's called is called the Snoo. All right, so this is a Snoo. It is effectively a bassinet that sits next to your bed. So why is it so expensive? If you've ever read the book Happiest Baby on the Block, the doctor who wrote that book came out with the Snoo product. So if you've ever heard of the 5 S's, so when you have a baby and you need to calm them, there are the 5 S's, and it is soothe, suck, swaddle, side, shh. So if you do all 5 of those things, a baby should calm down. Now you don't always need to do all 5. Sometimes you can just give them a pacifier, the suck one, and they'll calm down. Sometimes you swaddle, that's all you need to do, and they calm down. Sometimes you put them on their side and you swaddle and they suck and they're good. What the Snoo does, it handles the swaddle, it handles the shh, and it also does the swaying. So, did I say those right? Yeah. Swaddle, suck, shh, sway, side. Yeah. So it handles a large variety, a large amount of those. Let me tell you a little more about it. All right. So it comes with these swaddles that are specifically for the Snoo. They're super, super easy to use. I told you about the Swaddle Me sacks that I like. Those are fantastic. This is similar, but it is specifically just for the snoo. So you put the baby in the swaddle sack. So this one you flip it over and you flip it over and then you zip it up. All right, so you zip her up in there and then you set her in the bassinet and you hook these little things on here. So it has these little wings under the bassinet or under the swaddle, and it has a little hole in there and you just slide it right on here. And this is what does the rocking motion for her. And this side, I'll put this one over here. The snoo will not work unless they are fastened in there. It's a safety thing. They don't want to have a baby just kind of rolling around. It keeps her steady. It keeps her flat on her back. When we decided to get this, my husband asked if we didn't use all the features, would I feel like it would be the safest option for her to sleep in? And I said yes. And he said, let's get it. So even if this was all you did, is you put her in here and you let her sleep like this, fantastic. But let me show you a little bit about what the snoo actually does. Okay, so on your phone, there is an app and it's pretty easy. Once you have her in there, you turn on the app and you just hit start. So I hit start and this is level, I actually think I have it on a higher level. Now this is level 1 right here. And the way that this works is you can see it's kind of swaying her back and forth and there's some sound. So the sound is meant to mimic the sound in the womb. So it's like a whoosh, whoosh sound noise. So this is her at a level 1. So I would start this and it would rock her and she could go from awake to asleep in this very easily. And then this would stay on all night effectively. You can turn it off if you want. You can turn off the movement, you can turn off the sound, and they, after they're asleep, a lot of times I would turn off the movement just so she wouldn't get used to it as she got older. So she will lay in there. If at some point she wakes up and she is fussy, the snoo will sense that and it will actually go up another level. So let's see if this will let me go up another level. No, it won't. It needs a fussing baby in there. The next level will make it move faster. So it'll move a little more faster and it'll be a little louder. There's 4 levels. So it'll escalate up the 4 levels pretty quickly. And if it hits level 4 and she's still crying for a minute, the whole thing stops. And the purpose being that the baby needs something at that point. So the snoo gives the baby every opportunity to put themselves to sleep or back to sleep. But at some point your baby just needs her mama. She needs to be changed, she needs to be eaten, she needs to be held. So I feel comfortable that the snoo can attempt to put her back to sleep and is usually successful and doesn't require me to get up and rock her or walk with her or whatever it is. So this product, like I said, is total splurge. I love the way it looks. It's very sleek. It's nice. But it's not necessary. What I do, however, recommend is that you have some sort of bassinet in your room, whether it's pack and play or halo bassinet or whatever it is, and that it is something where the baby can sleep flat and you feel they are safe there. That is the most important thing, that your baby feels safe and that you feel safe. Okay, let's talk diapers for a minute. Everybody sort of has different theories on diapers and what their baby likes and doesn't like. And in my hospital, the diapers they start them on are swaddlers, Pampers swaddlers. And honestly, they are some of my most favorite diapers. Let me see, those aren't swaddlers. Let me show you. Okay, so those are swaddlers. Those are, in my opinion, the best diapers. They're thick, they absorb well, they're comfortable, they're expensive. So a box of those I think is about $25. For the first month or two, I use exclusively Pampers swaddlers. As they get bigger during the day, when they're not going as much, I will transition to like a Pampers Baby Dry, is what these are. These are Honest Company diapers, and honestly, Amazon did an awesome sale on them. So I got a box for fun, because look how cool these are. They have little feathers on them. I got some with strawberries and some with flowers too. Sometimes it's just fun to change a diaper that has a cool design on it. So during the day, I'm less picky about the diapers I want, but at night, I want Pampers swaddlers. So when you want your baby to sleep through the night and be comfortable, swaddlers are what I would recommend. As far as wipes, honestly, I just sort of buy what's on sale. These are Huggies Natural Care. I don't like anything that's scented, so any like aloe scents or anything, I don't know. I've never been a fan of those, so I do not buy those. But I try to keep several on hand. So I keep them up here. This is her closet. I also keep some in our bedroom, and I keep some downstairs, and I'll show you where. So like I showed you earlier, this is our bedroom. I keep this full of diapers up by our room. This usually has nighttime, this has daytime. I need to restock this. And look how cute these Honest Company ones are. This is a total just fun thing. I wouldn't buy these very often. This thing is great, these little like totes that you carry around, because if you're in another room, you just grab the tote and take it with you. But I keep the diapers upstairs right there until I transition her completely to her room. I keep them all up. One more must-have item is a pack and play. So, pack and play, we probably get more use out of this than anything we buy. We use this, we stage it up almost. Right now, as soon as the baby comes home, we have it set up in our living room. So it is our command center downstairs for baby. So what this does is it keeps everything for Savannah contained in terms of hygiene and diapering and anything she would need. A pack and play is typically something that the mat would be on the bottom, and they can play in there, they can sleep in there. Some come with these added kits that have this little changing station right there and a bassinet right here. So it makes this second level on here. We set up the bassinet and make it almost like a shelf for all our items, and then put the changing pad right here. This is awesome for downstairs, just to have one place that everything is contained. This right here, it's just a changing pad. I will lay some sort of washable pad down here, and usually I'll put some sort of receiving blanket or a burp cloth over there so it's warm and cozy, and then just throw it in the wash every day. Change it about once a day, but just change them there. It's somewhere that they can be comfortable, and then you're not having to run upstairs to change her or changing her on the floor or on a chair. But to show you some things that I keep in here, so I keep diapers. Again, more of those fun diapers that I happen to have. These are Target brand. These are actually my 2-year-old's diapers, because sometimes you need some of his down here too. Baby powder, I don't recommend using very often. I use it very, very rarely if the folds of her skin are dry or they're wet, if they need to be dry is what I meant to say. You don't want to use baby powder very often because they can breathe it in and it can actually be bad for their lungs. So if I use it, I just put a little bit in my fingers and just put it on her spots that need some dry help. So other things I keep in here, I keep burp cloths, I keep a blanket, I keep bows, of course, because girls gotta look cute. I keep wipes. Lots of wipes. It's just kind of a collecting zone for those. And I like to keep these in here. So these are hand and face wipes. Johnson & Johnson originally made this product. And I think this is Target brands compared to Johnson & Johnson. I like these a lot if I don't think I'm going to be able to give her a bath, or if she's just spit up a lot and needs to be wiped down real good. I feel comfortable wiping her down with this, and it just makes her feel like she's freshly bathed. So I keep those on hand. I keep, oh, that's just shampoo for her bath. I keep these sections, I keep these around everywhere, especially when they're newborn. They can choke on their saliva pretty easily. So I like to use these to pull the saliva out of their mouth, or if they have boogers and need help getting those out. So this definite must have. As she gets older, we'll take that top part down, we'll fold it up and store it until we need it. If we need to pull it out and let her play in it, or pull it out and take it on a trip so she has somewhere to stay, like a crib, that's what we'll use it for. But definitely recommend a pack and play. Okay, so up next, a product that I would recommend is called the Sit and Play. So I'll tell you a little bit about it. Let me turn you around. Okay, so this product is called the Sit and Play. It's made by Fisher-Price, and it is pretty cool. So with my first two children, they didn't have this product, or maybe they did and I didn't know about it. But it rivals the Bumpo, the kind of foam seat that a baby would sit in, my first two used. It is great for that transition period between being a baby and not quite being able to sit up straight, or I guess being an infant and being able to sit on your own. So what I like about it, if I turn it on the side, you can kind of see, it holds them up, and that part right there offers support. If their head gets tired, they can lay it back, and it helps them build that core muscle strength. I don't love the colors. It's bright, but it works. So there's two different sit and plays that they offer. One has this tray and one doesn't. I chose the one with the tray. It's a little bit more, maybe like $10 more, because when she starts eating, I'll put little like puffs or something in there, and it will serve as a place where she can sit and kind of have a snack. Right now she sits there and we'll kind of mess with these. She's 5 months old and she'll play with them. But mainly it helps her build that neck strength, build that core strength. And so far it's a product I really like, and I wish I had had with my first two. So this is the Sit and Play. Okay, next product. This one was one I was kind of leery on, and now I'm totally sold on. So this is a GADGET. Dun, 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 dun. And I have grown to really love this. So GADGETs, again, are another, I would say, luxury item. They retail, they're pretty expensive. I think that they run about $200, maybe less. Honestly, again, I waited till Black Friday and I just kept following their website, and they were discontinuing a few of these covers. And you can see this one is not a pattern I would pick out, but it was super, super on sale, like maybe $70. And I'd seen them on Facebook Marketplace. I knew people were reselling them for about $90. So I felt like if I bought it and used it and didn't love it, I could resell it for what I bought it for. But I've wound up really loving it. So let me tell you. So how this works is, honestly, it seems like it's just a cot with a pad around the edge. But something about it, when the baby lays right here, they feel almost like they're being held, like they're snuggled in it. There's a piece under it, that is comfortable, and I will set Savannah in there. When she was really little, I'd swaddle her and put her in there, and she would take a nap in there downstairs. Now, if we are traveling, I will take it with me and put it in her to sleep in at night, and nap time. If she's having a really rough night and I want to put her in our bed, which doesn't happen very often, I feel so much better having this in bed that nothing can happen to her. She's protected. She has this insulation around her. Another thing you can do with it is I will take our strollers sometimes and lay it completely flat and lay this down in it, and lay her on there. If we're going to be walking for a long time, she can kind of rest on there. So the DockATot is definitely something I would recommend. Okay, so up next, one of my favorite products is actually an old school bouncer. These have been around forever. I remember when I babysat back in the day, I used these. So I'll tell you what I love about this one. This is literally just an old school bouncer. It has these metal legs on it, and you can set the baby in there and buckle them in. It's made by Fisher-Price. There's a vibration you can put in there. I actually never put batteries in there. What I love about this, it's a great place for an infant to sit after they're about the age of 2 months. If I just need a place to set her down, I can put her in there and she can kind of kick around, see what's going on. It gives her a little bit of an angle up. So she's not laying flat. She can kind of sit up, see what's going on. I feel like she's safe in there, and she's pretty calm. So what I use this mainly for is when I'm getting ready in the morning. So after we get ready upstairs, I come down, I'll put her in here, put her somewhere where she can see me, and she'll sit in there and kind of bounce around until I am done getting ready for the morning. So the next product I recommend is swaddles. In the hospital, they swaddle with receiving blankets, and I think that's fantastic. And it's cute, and if you're really good at it, awesome. If you're not really good at it, I recommend these swaddle sacks, mainly to take the whole struggle out of getting them in there tight enough so their arms don't get out. And this, I just feel like it's really easy in the middle of the night when I'm tired and just want to make sure they're swaddled really well. So these are made by Swaddle Me. They make small size, medium size, and large size. This is a small medium, and I'll show you how this works. So we're gonna pretend this guy is the baby. What I do is I lay her head right above where it sits, so it's right at her shoulders. It's really important that the swaddle goes over their shoulders so they don't pull their arms out. So I put it just like that. That's how I get her situated. I put this arm down, and it's pretty easy. You just attach right there, so it's a Velcro, it sticks right there. I take this piece and I tuck it under her, just like that. And then this is adjustable, so you can do it as loose as you want or as tight as you want. I usually go pretty tight. Obviously you want them to be able to breathe and be secure, but tight enough that they can't pull those arms out. So this would be a good swaddle. I want her to be able to breathe, her whole head to be a good length above the swaddle. And this, I feel like she's nice and safe. She's Norm. She's snuggly. She's cuddly. She's warm is what I meant to say. And this product is one I really love. I have that whale one. I have this pink one. Usually I keep 2 or 3 around and kind of strategically keep them in the house near where she might nap or sleep for the night. So those are Swaddle Me Swaddle Sacks. I know there's a lot of brands out there right now. There's Ollie. There's all sorts of different brands, but this is one that's been tried and true. I think for a pack of 3, they're about $25. So that's one more. Okay, so one more product that I couldn't live without is a baby monitor. So there are a lot of baby monitors on the market. I know there's some that do Wi-Fi and some that don't. Honestly, we have always had one that does non-Wi-Fi, I guess, so I can't see it on my phone, but I can see them on a monitor. This one that I got is a Motorola one, and the reason I got it, honestly, was Target was doing a Black Friday sale, and they were sponsoring this item. So here's a monitor I have. It shows her crib right now. You can see that. I keep it by my bedside and keep it charged, plugged in. I love having the video feature. I love having the color. I love that it has good range. So I look for good range. I look for big picture. I look for color. Another reason I bought this one is because it included 2 cameras, so you could have 2 babies hooked up to it. And I actually have another camera in my 2-year-old's room, just so I can see if he's out of bed, or if he's in bed. I don't usually go to him very often. On the display, I usually just keep it on her. But if he's napping during the day and I'm downstairs, I will switch it between the 2 of them a lot. And you can actually put it on a setting where it switches between the 2 of them quite often. So like maybe every 60 seconds it goes to the other camera. A baby monitor is huge. It'll give you so much comfort if you want to go to a different floor in your house or a different room, or if you want to take a shower or do your makeup and you have that monitor right next to you and you can see if baby needs you instead of going in her room every few minutes to make sure she's okay. I think the downside of monitors, in my experience, is they don't last really long. So this is actually our second monitor. We had a baby care monitor, which if you've seen those, you put it under their mattress and it senses breathing. And it has a video monitor. The breathing feature misfired on us a lot. So it would totally freak us out in the middle of the night. An alarm would go off that she wasn't breathing when in fact she was. Which I guess for some people, they'd rather be safe than sorry. For us, the product, it just broke and it wasn't working, so we got rid of it. But some people find a lot of comfort in those. We did not replace it with another Angel Care, and we have been pretty happy just keeping the baby in our room until we're ready to move her and using this Motorola. All right, a must-have product that I've used with all 3 of my children is a sound machine. You need a sound machine for a baby to sleep, or in my experience, you do. We have several different brands of them. We have some that put things on the ceiling. We have some that I can use via my phone. They're all about the same. But this one is a new one I just purchased. It's made by Hush, and it travels with you. So you charge it via USB plug, and you can put it in the stroller or put it in the car seat if you're in public. and they have a portable sound machine. This is one of my favorite new finds, but no matter what, make sure you have a sound machine. You won't regret it.